A university in Montreal did a study on prostate cancer, and they wanted to figure out whether or not the number of sexual partners men have has any correlation with a decrease in prostate cancer. And guess what? It turns out, yes, it does.
Oh, God.
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this study, let me just tell you that there's still a lot of speculation here, and there's only a correlation. There needs to be more studies done. This doesn't mean that if you have a lot of sexual partners, you're going to decrease your risk of prostate cancer. This doesn't mean anything. But nonetheless, the results of this preliminary study are interesting. So let me tell you what they are. First, this is how the study was conducted. The researchers questioned 3,200 or more than 3,200 men on various lifestyle factors, work, and their sex lives. Of these men, 1,590 were found to have prostate cancer between September 2005 and August 2009, while the rest served as the control group. Now here's what they found through doing their studies. Men who had slept with more than 20 women reduced their risk of developing all types of prostate cancer by 28%. They were also 19% less likely to develop an aggressive form of the disease. Now, they have a hypothesis behind this, although the hypothesis has not been tested yet. They think that the reasoning behind this is when you ejaculate regularly, right, you are also getting rid of possible cancer-causing things in your body. Okay, so that's their hypothesis. They still have to test it. And again, at this point, this is just a correlation. It
what
could
a
be
guilt
a
trip you're going to
coincidence.
lay on your girlfriend or your wife. I mean, what a scumbag. I'm already thinking all these dudes being like, oh, so you want me to get cancer? Okay, fine.
Right.
All I'm saying is my brother got married when he was 20 years old, got the prostate cancer. I kept banging like a madman until I was in my 40s, and I'm clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
This is what I'm saying.
And so what's really funny is, I'm like, what does it matter how many partners you have? It all depends on how much sex you have, right? But they argue that when you have one or a few partners, and they're long-term partners, you have a lot of sex in the beginning, but then as the relationship progresses, you stop having sex. But if you have 20 partners, not at the same time, throughout your lifetime, you're likely to have sex on a more regular basis, you're likely to ejaculate more, and that could lead to you ejaculating
The cancer.
The cancer.
Yeah, so that's why.
Cancer causing.
So if a girl doesn't swallow, she's got a good reason now, right? She's like, I don't want to get the cancer in me, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Go ahead.
I thought you were going to say, I thought we were going to go a step further, really, and say, depending on what kind of sex the guy's have and what he's into, because I figure a prostate massage had to come along at some point in this story.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. The results of this study indicate that while it's true of straight men, or for straight men, having heterosexual sex, this is not true of gay sex, okay?
Fascinating.
Yeah, it is really interesting.
What?
So,
You're kidding me.
But that protection did not hold true for men who slept with men.
Whoa.
Parent's team, and Parent is the researcher here, found that having more than 20 male partners doubled the risk of prostate cancer compared to those who have never slept with a man, and their risk of getting a non-aggressive cancer was 5 times more likely. Sleeping with one man did not affect this risk. Again, there's another hypothesis behind this. It needs to be tested, but the researchers believe that when you're having gay sex, it could cause damage to the prostate. It could cause damage, based on the nature of gay sex.
Right.
So they, again, have to study that. They're saying, don't take our word for it. We don't know yet. More research needs to be done.
You don't think it's that God hates gays?
It could be that. It could be religion playing a role, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Prayer. Yeah, you before you said that, I was like, wait a second, first of all, this is just fuzzy math.
Yeah.
But if you, maybe, I guess, but that seems, and not every gay man who has sex is both a giver and receiver.
Yeah.
So I have more questions.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that I really want you guys to take away from this. It's interesting. It's a great headline, but the researchers will also tell you we don't have enough evidence of this. We just found a simple correlation. It could mean absolutely nothing. In fact, let me give you the researchers' words. There are only highly speculative hypotheses at this point, said Parent, the lead researcher. One theory supported by previous studies suggests that men who ejaculate frequently are less likely to develop prostate cancer. That's it. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's interesting. I'm glad that they're going to do more research into it, because if it does hold true under more testing, then that's great news. Then we should all have more sex, right?
You know what's the weird thing, though? Michael Douglas had so much sex, he got throat cancer from it, right? That's what he said. He ate so much.
He did say that.
that he
did say
had
that.
so
He
much
did.
cunnilingus
Yeah.
that it gave him cancer. And
did say that,
it was, interesting that he came out with the cunnilingus cancer right after he did Behind the Candelabra. Like what are you? I think you're overcompensating a little. He's like, no, I ate so much pussy, I got cancer. Do you understand me? That's how much I love it.